We have the latest on developments at the Wyndham Nassau Resort. Hotel union executives and resort officials are still in discussions, but we're told that both sides have come to some sort of an agreement. This comes after tempers flared in light of a voluntary package or early retirement offer. Yvonne Albury talked to both sides and the labor director.
Both parties have agreed to work together, the specifics of which I'll leave it to them to give you, but certainly we want to encourage them. Obviously, this is a situation where, again, social dialogue has prevailed.
That is how the Director of Labor, Harcourt Brown, described the outcome of a meeting with Robert Sands, Bahamas Vice President of External Affairs, and Nicole Martin, President of the Hotel Workers Union, representing hundreds of employees at the 550-room Wyndham Nassau Resort. The meeting, mediated by the Office of the Prime Minister, also included the Minister of Labour, the Honourable Shane Gibson. Earlier this week, the employees were told that the resort planned to close for 6 weeks due to low occupancy. But what rattled workers, some with more than 20 years of service, was the offer of early retirement and voluntary separation packages. Without going into details of the discussions, Ms. Martin had this message for employees.
Be not concerned, we are at the table again. We are a part of the discussions. Nothing will happen with them without our involvement, and certainly, as our history would dictate, we always do what is in the best interest of the workers and the company, because if the company is not doing well, then certainly it impacts us.
Sands also echoed his satisfaction, noting too that details of Thursday's agreement will first be given to employees in a joint meeting to be held as early as next week.
Part of that framework agreement is that we will jointly communicate to our members. And I think it would be important for them to hear from us first, rather than through the medium of any details. And we're not trying to avoid your questioning today, but it's very important that we respect the relationship both of our employees and our members and we will advise them in a joint meeting as to the outcome.
Neither Martin or Sands said whether the offer of separation packages would still be included, but Sands said this.
This is a temporary closure, and therefore we don't want to convey to the public at large that there were any discussions per se on total closure, because the heads of agreement speaks to that particular point much later down the line.
And I am Yvonne Albury, ZNS News.
Now, both sides agreed that it was the Prime Minister's intervention that jump-started the negotiation process. They thanked him for putting the issue of job security at the forefront. Responding was Labour Minister Shane Gibson, who said it's all a part of the government's mandate.
We came into office with a charge that we should immediately begin the process of legislating social dialogue. And so when the Prime Minister initially found out about this particular matter, he got involved right away. He met with all the parties, I think it was yesterday, committed to coming back at 10 o'clock this morning. And after meeting with them collectively and individually, he came up with a position that we were able to formulate a plan to move ahead and have the matter concluded. And so it was really his intervention that brought both parties together and that caused us to be at the position we're in right now.